Naveen Mathur of Angel Commodities now joins in to talk about the commodity space. Naveen, it's about gold, gold and more gold. So what are you recommending this Friday?
Thank you very much, Ekta. Good morning to you too. Yes, we have seen a kind of a very solid move in the recent days for gold. The factors which has led to this upside move, we all know, the kind of global economic tensions building up again in the Eurozone and the Chinese economy, plus the weakness in the dollar index, particularly from the Fed meeting minutes which have come out, and that they suggest, or the kind of meetings, the minutes of the meeting talk about a gradual increment of the interest rates, maybe a little downside course trajectory for the interest rate hike, which is leading the dollar index to weaken, and hence the gold prices are moving up. The safe haven demand also has pitched in to some extent, and we also saw some buying from the ETF. Actually, the whole of the selling proposition in 2015 by the ETF has been bought in back in just 2 months or 1.5 months this year. So I think overall fundamental factors plus the currency factor is playing a critical role for the gold prices to move up, and we are seeing the upside to continue for some time. The rupee depreciation also impacted the markets for the Indian gold prices. Intraday positions can be bought in at around 29,350 or so. It's currently trading at around 29,400 levels. 700 would be the target, and stop loss to be maintained at around 29,150.
Okay, so that's a buy on gold. Naveen, hi morning. You have a sell on crude?
Yeah, that's right, Anuj. I think crude is consolidating at around $35 levels. The Brent and the WTI also is hovering around $28 to $32 levels. Iran has endorsed the plan between the OPEC and the non-OPEC members to freeze the output, which has again given the flip to the crude prices on the upside, and we did saw some movement happening on the upside, but the profit booking happens on the higher side and the crude comes down. So I think $34 levels would be something to watch out for in the medium term for Brent, and around the WTI we expect the markets to consolidate at around $32 levels. Indian markets, the fundamentals again are kind of now balancing between the supply factors and with the freeze output. The output freeze may help the prices to move upside. So by end of the year or 6 months down the line, we feel that the markets may trade at around $40 levels or so. Indian markets today can be sold on the March contract for the crude MCX at around 2280 to 2290 levels. Stop loss recommended at around 2190, and stop loss for this trade can be put in at around 2330.
Okay, fair enough. And what about copper? You're buying that one?
Yeah, copper would be buy on the February side, 313, 314 levels to buy at, 310 to be the target, and 320 to 21 levels would be something to watch out for as a target. Dollar depreciation plus little kind of, it's pretty much range bound. So I think the base metal packs up till the Chinese economy does not improve. We don't see positive outcomes coming out of China, let it be industrial production or the manufacturing side. We don't see too much of the gains for the base metal pack, since China is the largest economy or the largest market for the base metal consumption. So overall remain sideways, but intraday for a technical reasons on the buy side.
Okay, Naveen, you don't have a strategy, but how would you approach the dollar rupee?
I think 68 to 69 would be something where, Anuj, the market should stabilize. We have seen the markets, the rupee against dollar towards a depreciative or the weakness side, just because of the emerging markets factor. I think out of the emerging markets back, India is still a better placed economy. Our growth rates are higher than the other countries. We are the largest growth GDP numbers. So I think overall with the deficit situation, with fiscal balance, the macroeconomic situation looks to be positive. I think the people would wait and watch for the budget announcements to come in. And if, say for example, the budgets are positive for the economy or the reforms process, you may see rupee appreciating. But as of now, I'm putting my bets on 68, 69, where the market should trade on.
Okay, well, it's been a long week. I forgot that the currency markets are closed for the day. So the discussion that we had is for the next week. But Naveen, thanks a lot for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Joining us. We'll take